An outpouring of religious fervor, particularly among young people, has been going on in the United States for the past several years. But now the Jesus movement is spreading beyond America, and Bob Simon reports on its arrival in England.
The children of God have come to England. They've brought their Bibles, their guitars, their enthusiasm, and their message to an old manor in the village of Hollingbourne in the county of Kent. The children of God, the most radical, the most controversial sect in the American-born Jesus movement, say things were getting pretty tough in Texas and California. The English countryside is literally a breath of fresh air.
He left Judea and departed again into Galilee.
The commune here isn't all that different from the American models. There's the same constant reading from Scripture, the same rigid moral code. No worldly goods, no sex without marriage, no alcohol, no tobacco, no drugs.
So you know what Jesus was going to do?
The children of God are taught from the age of 2, not just to preach the gospel, but to practice it.
That all that believed were together, had all things common, and sold their possessions and goods, and parted them to all men as every man had need. They shared everything right there.
The grown-up children don't work for a living. The movement is utterly dependent on donations from outsiders. Back in the States, many outsiders were hostile. But here in Hollingbourne, the villagers have come to look on these strange people with biblical names as pretty good neighbors.
I've been living here, 6 years in Hollingbourne, and I haven't anything against these fellows.
I mean, everybody's their own way of living, everybody's their own religion. Like me, I'm a Catholic, I'm Irish. I could be chucked out tomorrow, but it doesn't worry me.
The children of God now have 15 communes in England, including one right in the heart of Cockney London. And they're spreading quickly to Europe, Africa, Australia. But wherever they go, they have most success with people like themselves, young people from the cities, people searching for some inner peace which the establishment doesn't offer, which drugs don't satisfy for long. And most members, both the American founders and their English converts, are former drug users. The children of God came under heavy fire in the United States. They were accused of teaching children to hate their parents, of holding them in a slave-like atmosphere. Here in England, most people greet them with a smile or a little dance. But there has been some opposition, mobilized by Conservative Member of Parliament John Hunt.
There are signs that there is a movement afoot to subvert young people, in particular to get at unbalanced and immature young people. I think one can say there are signs of perhaps hypnosis and brainwashing techniques being used in order to bring them into the fold and to keep them there.
Mr. Hunt's complaints led to a Scotland Yard investigation which cleared the movement of any illegal activities. The British government decided the Americans have every right to stay. So every Sunday, the children take a ride in their bus, called Prophet, and try to conquer Hyde Park for Jesus. Invariably, they attract a large crowd, including the police. But in England, compromise is usually possible, even with the law.
But you must stop playing the musical instruments. If you want to do this, go along to the Department of Environment first and get their permission. Then everybody's happy.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
You can't continue.
We love him, don't we?
The children of God say they have very little time to get the message across. The end of the world, they believe, is coming in 20 years. But in the meantime, they can be thankful there's still a place like England, where eccentrics are appreciated, as long as they smile and especially if they sing. Bob Simon, CBS News, London.
And that's the way it is.